Good evening. This video is a small update or follow-up to the video I made 3 weeks ago now about the Klingon invasion of Krios. People were obviously very interested in that video, and many have asked for me to make an update, and I've decided to do so, and I will explain the future content plans in this little update. Obviously, I made the Klingon invasion of Krios video in acknowledgement of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. And while some people have said that it was perhaps a little tasteless, I would say that given the content of my channel and given that we talk about history and geopolitics through the lens of Star Trek, given that context, I think not talking about it would be more tasteless. Pretending that it wasn't happening would be more tasteless. Now, on one level, I am very glad to say that the similarities between the Klingon invasion of Krios and the Russian invasion of Ukraine essentially end at these both being invasions of kindred peoples against another, two kindred peoples pitted against one another. That's really where it ends. The Klingon invasion of Krios went far better than the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and I will put my hand up and say, I will openly admit, I fell for the Russian posturing. I fell for the Russian posturing, all that military equipment and all that, and I thought, oh no, those Ukrainians don't stand a chance. And yeah, I bought into it. I thought, oh yeah, the Russians, they're powerful and they're going to overrun the Ukrainians in a day. Like most of us thought, we did not anticipate being here 3 weeks later and this war still going on. And frankly, as far as I'm concerned, as an Englishman, as a Westerner, as a believer in democracy and freedom, good. It's good that the Ukrainians are continuing to fight, and that is excellent. It's fantastic to see. And frankly, if the Klingons could see how the Russians are doing, they would laugh. The Klingon invasion of Krios was like other end of the spectrum. It was far better executed than what the Russians are attempting here. And frankly, yes, the fact that, Russians and Ukrainians are both dying as a result of this, very much a tragedy. And also, because the war is continuing, because it's not been the blitzkrieg that we all perhaps thought it was going to be, this has meant that there's been far more death and destruction over a protracted period. And this is really where this video comes in, this update comes in. And this is because I'm starting a fundraiser, and the fundraiser is obviously for Ukrainian refugees, and the fundraiser is for the Catholic Relief Services. Now, I've chosen this, well, on a personal level, I'm religious, so I trust a religious organization far better than I trust one of those large, big, giant, global charities who may well spend your money on things you don't actually agree with. That's one thing. Also, bearing in mind, I also know that you guys, there are plenty of religious folks in my audience, and also it's worth bearing in mind, even if you're not religious, that the Ukraine and that part of the world especially is very religious. The Catholic Church is very significant very present in most of Eastern Europe. And again, even in Ukraine, they're Orthodox. And again, there's a relationship, a dialogue between the Catholic and Orthodox churches. So it's a very important part of life over there. And so don't underestimate the influence and the impact your donations can have through this charity. In terms of what they are doing, they are providing basic necessities for Ukrainian refugees. Safe shelter, transport, hot meals, hygiene supplies, counselling, just basic stuff for these people who have, had to scarper from home with what they can perhaps carry with them, if that. This is what I'm going to be raising money for. And so over the next few weeks, every Wednesday evening, at the exact same time that the Russians launched the invasion, I'm going to be launching new videos that will be going into the lore of Krios and the Klingon invasion of Krios and all of that. And obviously you can donate on those videos. Alternatively, if you do not feel you're able to donate, do not worry, I'm going to be monetizing the videos, and any ad revenue that I make off them, because I can make ad revenue off of those because they're not talking about the real life things, will be going to this fundraiser. Thank you guys for anything that you can give. I think you all realize sort of how important this is, and hopefully you will enjoy the content and will be able to support the people who are suffering. So thank you guys for your time, and I will see you in the next video.